Got the lingo, got the job.
That's definitely one of them.
Everybody had clearly defined roles. It seemed like it made sense. Everybody knew what their job was going to be. And as time went on, you know, the reality of it began to set in, and it seemed like things began to get clouded.
I tried to make sure we had a quality sound guy, which I think we had one of the best we could get around here.
What are you looking at?
We're looking at the manual to the mixer so I can figure out if it's outputs or line level or mic level.
Is it a big problem?
It is, because I'm sending things to the DAT and the DAT is distorting at very low input levels. And that means I basically can't record anything until I figure out what's wrong.
How long is it going to take you think?
I don't know.
It was more that they became aware of me than I became aware of Help Wanted. And I remember they discussed with me the movie a little bit.
You, stand right here. That's how you get things done in the film business.
But I kind of knew we were winging it from the word go.
You know, the Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos, J.R. Burbank, Eddie, and Andy. Andy Cahill and Eddie somebody, I don't know.
This was their first feature that they worked on. And at any point, they had no problem telling you that you sucked as a director.
Here's one thing, don't expect us to care about what anybody thinks. It's not going to happen.
Eddie, Andy, and Jer, who were, in their defense at that point, barely out of high school.
What kind of jobs did you guys have before Help Wanted?
No jobs.
No jobs. I mean, well, I mean, you like working jobs? Yeah. Like, no working jobs. Well, that's the thing. Before the movie, all we were doing was making movies.
Freaking out.
Go. Why the hell do you have to roast that motherfucker?
You know, I told you, he was my fucking way. I had to kill him, man.
But he's my brother.
Listen, I don't give a fuck who he is. If he was your mom, I'd rape him.
What?
I wanted to work on someone else's feature film, basically, so I could see how it works, or in this case, how it didn't work.
Luke was talking about he was going to make some movie and he needed some crew. And me and my friends had some experience working on, our own movies, and it seemed like a well enough thing to do for the summer, so we offered to help. Luke accepted, and, we helped out pretty much all summer with pre-production, production, and I helped with post-production.
Rebecca or Megan, who were our script supervisors / slate operators. I believe the term the Amigos affectionately coined was slate goddess.
Seriously, here's one thing I have to say. I am glad we have a slate goddess, because without her, I don't know what the hell I would do.
When you have a bunch of teenage boys being with a bunch of teenage girls that they're attracted to, it definitely led to a situation where people weren't always paying attention to what they needed to be doing.
The truth is, most of the time, Megan and Rebecca were honestly trying to do their jobs. They took it fairly seriously. However, just by being what they were, which were slightly past post-pubescent, fairly attractive young women, they were disruptive anyway. And then there was a small matter of how they dressed and whatever else they were doing that had an effect on, I will say, not merely the Amigos, but every male on set.
I thought you weren't supposed to be filming, Dan.
Dan, what did I say? Put that down.
Of what? The documentary footage?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Where are they?
They're in his case.
Where's that?
Right inside.
Where? Dan!
What?
I just saw it. You did. Give me the camera.
Oh no, it isn't. I'm saying is we're finally gonna have the.
You're an asshole.
We have the. I love that tongue pierce when you get mad.
And from the times that you visited the set, what were your impressions of the actions of the people on the set?
Chaos. It seemed like there was no leader per se. Everybody was. It looked like a shouting match, basically to start. I had a hard time finding out who or where the leader was. And that only goes beyond the director too. It goes as far as who is pulling the crew along. Usually it's the cameraman or the assistant director, but it didn't happen here.